All right, we turn now to the weather. Spring-like day. Obviously, amazing. I went to the zoo, or else would I be?
Right.
But things are changing.
Yeah, things are changing. Yeah, it's getting cooler out there even this evening. And looking forward to next week. I mean, Lydia and I are talking gardening already. And
we're crazed over it.
And your flowers are coming up, aren't
Yes,
they?
they look beautiful.
But things are going to churn. And March does this to us where it's like you get these tastes and then the tastes go away of spring. And all of a sudden we turn cool. And that looks to be the trend in the long range. So we'll get into that. As I always like to do the beginning of the month, let's get to know the month out ahead of us in terms of climatological averages. It is now meteorological spring. Just realized I used a lot of big words for 11 o'clock at night. I'm sorry to you. I know you're getting ready for bed. 42 degrees is our average high today. 27 is our average low. Look, by the end of the month, we're up to 53 for an average. Average low above freezing. We average about 3 inches of rainfall this month. Notice that we average 11 inches of snow. We're not done yet. I know it's been a while. We'll gain around 1 hour and 23 minutes of daylight. That is a noticeable thing, is this daylight gain. We gain more daylight this month than any other month and faster than any other month. In terms of our sunrise and sunset times, today our sunrise is at 7:01. Tomorrow morning, waking up, it'll be at 7 o'clock flat. By the end of the month, our sunrise is still around 7:11. Reason why we lose that hour, remember? But the sunset's where we make it up. 6:17 was our sunset earlier this evening. It's 7:50 by the end of the month. We're a mere 10 days away from 7:30 p.m. sunsets. Good times. All right, forecast preview for tomorrow. Sun and clouds tomorrow morning. It'll be a cooler start. We'll be in the 30s as a cold front's going through right now. Lingering clouds into the evening. We'll still be in the 30s, but we're going to peak down to the south again. This is a time of year where we get cooler temperatures near the lake shore. Anytime you get a wind off the lake, look what it's doing to temps right now. Meanwhile, down to the south, we're still holding on to that warmth today. Made it up to 72 in Dover, New Philly this afternoon. We made it up to 81 in Portsmouth. You notice Ohio's still warm down towards the south, but again, that cold air is winning out. And there's some pretty cold air north of us. All this air up towards Minneapolis and Pierre is going to get pulled into this strong storm system that's developing now out towards areas of the Four Corners. We've got severe weather tonight, areas of Mississippi and Alabama. For us, that's along the frontal boundary that brought us a couple showers. That's all we get from that. But this is our next weather player. This is a major storm. This is going to be a big one. Look at the trough digging so far south. Whenever you see that, you know you're going to have some sort of spin. They're getting all sorts of snow near Flagstaff right now. Eventually, this low comes out in the plain states. It'll gather some of this moisture along with the heat, and this will spin up a pretty decent storm, even a good snowstorm on the northern end of this. So where do we fall in it? National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. Notice the clouds tomorrow. We'll have sunshine for many. Temperatures down near 50 degrees. It'll be a beautiful day from Worcester to Mansfield, Canton, even Akron looking good. Over towards Medina. You get up towards the lake, though, we're talking perhaps some low clouds coming off the lake and in the 30s, just kind of raw as you get up into Cleveland tomorrow. Clouds eventually win out on Friday. Here comes the initial push of this storm system. Friday morning rush hour looks okay at this point. I think timing won't change enough to impact that. But as we get in the latter half of the morning and midday, we're talking a soaking rainfall once again with this one. The wind is really going to be howling as well. We'll have gusts over 40 at times. So wind and rain, perhaps mixing with some wet snow out towards the northeast before we all turn cold. There's not a lot of snow on the backside of this. Friday just looks raw. Behind this system, as it eventually winds up, will clear out. Notice the heavy snow from Chicago up towards Michigan. If you've got weekend travel plans up there, you will be impacted. But next week looks fairly quiet until this starts to develop. It looks like some kind of decent storm system later next week, but the big pattern change is the fact that we bring colder air in next week, and it kind of sits for many days. Snow's going to be off towards the north as of now. At least all the models agreeing on that. Late next week is when things get a little interesting. Union Home Mortgage 10-day forecasts. We have another bump in the temps on Monday. That's ahead of the front. That'll kind of change things around here. Notice the 30s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Jimmy's back with Cavs highlights after this.